next one is half range series. Okay, here if you are given a function f of x which is expanded as a Fourier series of period 2l. Okay, or L, we take the capital L. The f of x is a function which is expanded in Fourier series of period 2l. Then f of x should be defined in the range 2l. And that is, if you want to expand a function with the Fourier series, okay, as a if you want to expand the function f of x as a Fourier series expansion of period 2l, then this function must be defined in the period or in the interval 2l. Isn't it? That is in the range minus L to plus L or 0 to 2l. If the function is defined in this interval, then we can form a Fourier series expansion for this function in the period of period 2l. But in some situation, the f of x will be defined only in the range 0 to L, okay, or minus L to 0. That is, we have this f of x is defined only in the range 0 to L, okay. So we don't know the full range of the function. That is, Fourier series will be expanded for given or given Fourier series will be given for the function of period 2L. Okay, 2L, where if L equal to pi, then the Fourier series will be expanded for the function of period 2 pi. Okay. Here, suppose we don't, the Fourier series of a function will be expanded in a period 2 pi if it is R2L, if it is defined in the interval of the length, that is interval minus L to plus L or 0 to 2L. Then only the period of the function will be 2 pi and we can find the Fourier series expansion. Suppose in some situation we may not know the Fourier series, that is the function values, or the function values are not defined in the range minus L to L and it is defined only in the range 0 to L. Sometimes we have given the function which is defined in the range 0 to L. In such a situation also we can define the we can form the Fourier series. Okay, that is without knowing the function value f of x in the full range. Full range in the sense it may be either minus L to L or 0 to L. Without knowing the function in the full range, we can find the Fourier series. Okay, that is we cannot. But actually, but in these versions we cannot find Fourier series which is defined on 0 to L alone. If we are given 0 to L alone, we cannot define. So in that situation, what you have to do is, that is, unless your function is not defined in this interval minus L to L or 0 to 2L, we cannot find the Fourier series because the Fourier's coefficients cannot be determined. If we don't know the Fourier's coefficients, then we cannot find the Fourier series also. Okay. Now, therefore, but we have to define or we have to form a Fourier series for the function which is defined on the interval 0L. In such a situation, we can assign some value, that is value for f of x in what? We can assign value for f of x in either minus L to 0 or L to 2L. Okay. So we ourselves we can define f of x in this interval L to minus L to 0 and 0 to L. Then if you combine these two, we are getting 0 to minus L to L, and if you combine these two, we are getting what is this 0 to 2L. So total period you are getting 2L. Okay, and otherwise if you assign an arbitrary value for f of x in minus L to 0, the Fourier series will contain both cosine as well as sine terms, isn't it? That is, the function is initially you are given a function f of x in the range 0 to L, and we ourselves define f of x in the range minus L to L. Therefore, our function now becomes, it is a function in the range defined in the range minus L to plus L of period 2L. So in that situation, if we expand this function in Fourier series, you have both sine term as well as cosine term, isn't it? So this kind of Fourier series of period 2L will result, that is we are given an arbitrary function and we obtain a Fourier series expansion, isn't it? Because the function is defined in 0 to L. Only in the range 0 to L the function is defined. But we don't know what is my f of x value in the range minus L to 0. If and this Fourier series can be obtained if the function is defined in the range either minus L to L or 0 to 2L. Okay. Now, to find the Fourier series, we ourselves can define f of x in this range minus L to 0. Okay. But you are given f of x is equal to x, okay, just x for 0 less than x less than L. But what is the period? Period is just L alone here. That is, we have to define the function f of x arbitrarily. You can assume any value here. Okay, we can take any value. Suppose I take f of x is equal to x square, where 0 less than x. That is where L less than x less than 2L. So if you consider both the components, okay, both the definition of f, and we have the function f is defined in the interval 0 to 2L, and then we can find the Fourier series, and this Fourier series contains both sine series as well as, that is sine terms as well as cos term. But this is not an interesting case because we only define the function x squared and we expand it. So instead of defining this one, so what we have to do is, similarly we can do what is, if it is defined here minus L to minus 0, we can define f of x and we can find Fourier series from minus L to L for the particular function by giving our own value. Okay. But instead of doing all those things, we can find the Fourier series, okay, that is it consists of only cosine terms or cos term. If we are given, if we ourselves define the function f of x in minus L to 0 or L to 2L, and the Fourier series will contain both the sine series as well as cosine series. But instead of defining this, we can find the Fourier series, okay, which consists of only the sine series, okay, Fourier series which consists of only sine term or cos term and is defined in the period 2L. Okay, and the function is defined in the period 2L, and we obtain the Fourier series which involves only the sine term or the Fourier series which involve only the cos term. Such a series are called Fourier half range sine series or half range cosine series. Okay, and that is, you are given a function f of x which is defined in the interval 0 to L, and we are going to form the Fourier series of this f of x in the whole period. That is, whole period means 0 to 2L or minus L to L. Okay, such a series are called Fourier half range cosine series or Fourier half range sine series. Okay, and how will you do this? Why the name is half range series? Because the Fourier series we expand, or they are given the Fourier series expansion for f of x in the full range, that is 0 to 2L, but the function is defined only in 0 to L. So the series is called a half range. That is, the function is defined in 0 to L. This is a half range because the full range is 0 to 2L and the function is defined on this range. Therefore, this is called the half range. Okay, half range of length L. Okay, and how to find this? Suppose we can take any value here, and here the function, that is the series, if the series representation involves only the cosine term, then it is called even periodic extension. And if the series consists of only the odd sine terms, then it is called the odd periodic extension. It is even periodic extension or odd periodic extension. So even in the sense, the series is, what doubt?
Why can't we substitute L by 2 in the formula and just do in the range 0 to L only, ma'am? Why we are doing this much? Uh, why you are doing extra steps in that, ma'am? In the original formula, we have L, no, ma'am. Instead of that L, if you substitute L by 2,
Ah,
it will become.
that also okay, but here instead of that, and in the question itself, you may ask what is a half range like that. But when we find, when we take this L is equal to, that is, this L itself, if you take 2L equal to L, then L equal to L by 2, and you can use the Fourier series. That is okay. Okay. Suppose the function that is in the question, you may ask the half range itself. That is, in that case, the series consists of only cosine, but it need not be a odd function or even function. Okay. If it is an even function, then the series consists of only the cosine term. If the function is odd function, then the series contains only the sine terms. That we know. But the function is not a odd function, but the series may contain cosine terms alone. So that is also possible in this situation. Is it clear? Okay. This is one of the purposes we can express the given function, whether it is odd or even, we can expand this in full sine series or full cosine series. That is the one remarkable thing here. Okay. And here we are using the same odd and even function formula alone. That is, for the even periodic extension, that is even periodic extension or cosine series, half range cosine series. Okay, even periodic extension or half range cosine series, both are one. So f of x is here, f of x is defined in half range 0 to L, in the range 0 to L, and then f of x will be a naught plus sigma a n f of x. That is formula involved in a half range and half range sine series. What is a naught plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n pi by L x. And what is our a naught? A naught is integral 1 by L f of x dx. And the limit is 0 to L. And a n is 2 pi L, isn't it? What's our a n? It is 2 by L, 0 to L f of x cos n pi by L into x dx. That is same the cosine expression, but the function may be it may be odd function also. For the odd function also, we can find the series expansion which involves only cosine. That is, if you are given f of x equal to x, but 0 less than x less than L. So you find the, what is this? F of minus x is minus x, that is equal to minus f of x. Therefore, this is an odd function. So for this function, we can find the even periodic extension or half range cosine series also. That is the thing here. Is it okay? And similarly, we can write the even periodic extension or half range sine series. That is f of x. Here also f of x is defined in the half range. That is 0 to L. F of x is equal to sigma bn sine bn or sine n pi by Lx. And bn equal to 2 by L integral 0 to L f of x sine n pi by Lx. This is the cosine series. That is the, if the function is even function, the series will be of this form. If the function is odd function, the series will be of this form, and there the function is defined in the full range. Okay, but here we define the function in half range, and we can expand both the ways. It is both series also possible. Okay. And one of the property here we is, if the half range cosine series, okay, if f of x has half range cosine series, but there is a proof, but I omit the proof. So half range cosine series, then that half range cosine series means it is a naught plus sigma a n cos into x by l, that way. If f of x has the half range cosine series, then we can write this, what, a naught squared by 4, like plus 1 by 2 sigma a n squared for n equal to 1 to infinity, equal to, that is 1 by L, 0 to L. What is this? Here it is f of x whole square. Just I have to check what is here, whether it is 4 is there or not. Just it is a naught square. This is called the Parseval's theorem, and its corollary is this a naught square is a naught. So when we do the problem, the answer, I have to check the constant here, here and here. When we do the problem, we can change this, okay? And if f of x is half range cosine series, then we have this expansion. And similarly for the sine series, that is, if f of x has half range sine series, then that is 1 by L, 0 to L, okay, f of x the whole square dx. This is useful for to get the deduce, and hence deduce that you are find the series value. For that, this expression is useful. This is equal to sigma dn square. Okay, n equal to 1 to infinity. So I have to check whether this constant 1 by 2 appears or not. I have to check. Okay, and this is the property which is used for finding the series expansion, but we find the half range series, that is cosine series as well as sine series, then we will come to this case. Okay. And this is triangle and its half range expansion. So the function itself give you the curved triangle and its half range extension. Find the two of, yes.
And previous time we couldn't see, it was not clear, so you rubbed it fast.
No, it is not a problem. I will come to that after doing one or two problem. Then I will again do that. Okay. So it is okay.
Okay, ma'am.
It is not a problem. Find the two half range expansion of f of x. Okay. What is f of x? F of x is equal to 2kx by L if 0 less than x less than L by 2 and 2k into L minus x by L by 2 less than x less than. But Alan, that is one more thing. This function is defined in this range, isn't it? 0 to L. But if you want to find this itself, you can treat it this 2 L is equal to this L. Okay, this L. If you take this as your L, and then I take L equal to L by 2 and you proceed. So in this situation, you cannot say this function is whether odd function or even function. So in that situation, you have to find both what is a naught, an and bn, and then you have to write the series. But here, suppose if you want to find only the half range expansion, then in that case, it is enough if you find only both either a naught and an or just bn alone. So that is enough. Okay. But if you treat this 2l equal to l, in that case, you have to find everything. Isn't it? Here this problem asks to find two half range series, that is both a half range series. So we have to find everything. Otherwise, if you just find a half range cosine series, then it is just enough to find what is your a naught and an, and then the problem is over. Okay. But here the function is defined 0 to L, that is range is 0 to L in the interval. So it is enough to find both half range series. Therefore, first we find even periodic extension. Even periodic extension means it is half range cosine series. Okay. So first we find even periodic extension. Even periodic extension. Or half range cosine series, both are one and the same. Okay. So what is even periodic extension? By definition, f of x is equal to a naught plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity an cos n pi by L into x. What is your a naught here? A naught is by formula 1 by L 0 to L f of x dx. So here this interval range 0 to L is divided into 0 to L by 2 and L by 2 to L. So this is equal to 1 by L 0 to L by 2 f of x dx plus 1 by L by 2 to L f of x dx. Now just to substitute 0 to L, what is your f of x? That is equal to 1 by L 0 to L by 2 is 2kx by L dx. 0 to L by 2. Okay, limit is 0 to L by 2 plus 1 by L by 2 to L, 2k into L minus x by L dx. Okay. Now just to integrate, this is very simple, 2k by L square. If you integrate, it is x square by 2, 0 to L by 2 plus 1 by, that is 2k by, here also L square. Now we integrate this. This is Lx minus x square by 2. Limit is L by 2 to L. What is this? 2 will get cancelled. So we are getting k by L square. When you substitute the upper limit, this is L square by 4 and lower limit is 0. Okay. Plus, what is this? 2k by L square. If you substitute the upper limit, it is L square minus L square by 2. Okay. For lower limit, it is minus L into L by 2 plus L square by 4 into 2. That is 2k by L square. L square minus L square by 2 minus L into L square. Therefore, L square by 2. L into L by 2, that is L square by 2. So, plus 1 by 2 into x squared is L square by 4. Okay. What is this? L square cancel k by 4. Plus 2k by L square. I can take L squared outside. Okay. So, what is this? And this is 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 8. So that is equal to 1 by 8. So k by 4 plus these two will get cancelled, therefore 1 by 8, therefore k by 4 equal to k by 2. It's 2, okay? Now you have to find what is your An. An is, by formula it is L by 2 integral 0 to L f of x cos n pi by L into x dx. That is equal to L by 2. Here also 0 to L by 2 f of x cos n pi by L x dx plus this is not L by 2, 2 by L. Okay, 2 by L plus 2 by L integral L by 2 to L f of x cos n pi x by L dx. That is equal to, just substitute the function value 0 to L by 2, f of x is 2kx by L into cos n pi by L into x dx plus 2 by L by 2 to L, f of x is 2k L minus x by L cos n pi by Lx dx. Okay, now 2 4k by L square, and this is x into cos n pi x. For first one you use integral by parts. Similarly for the second one also you have to integrate by parts. Okay, so the first one you take u equal to x. For this, for applying integration by parts, here for the first one you take u equal to x, and what is your dv? dv is cos n pi by Lx dx. Okay, and therefore what is your du? du is dx. What is your v? You integrate this, that is sin n pi by Lx divided by n pi by L. Okay, therefore what you get? This is uv. u is x and v is this one. This v can be written as L by n pi into sin of n pi by Lx. Okay, so this is your v. So uv is x into sin n pi by Lx into L by n pi. This is uv, limit L 0 to L by 2 minus this 4k by L squared is common. integral 0 to L by 2 v du. This is your v and du is dx. Therefore, L by n pi sine of n pi by Lx, okay, v and du is dx. This is only for the first integral, and for the second integral, similar to this, we have two terms. So I can take here also 2k by L outside. Therefore, what is this? 4k by L square. This is plus. Here also you have to find what is u and what is v. Here the same dv, that is dv is same, and but u is L minus x. U is L minus x. Then what is du? It is minus dx. This is the only variation. Therefore, instead of x, you are having L minus x. Instead of b dx, you are having minus dx. Okay. Therefore, what you get here 4k by L square. uv. U is L minus x. V is the same v. Okay. L by n pi into sine of n pi by L x. This is L by 2 to L minus the same constant appeared here. So 4k by L square integral L by 2 to L. What is your V? V is L by n pi sine of n pi by L x V. du is minus dx. That is the thing, variation. Okay. So we are just applying integration by parts, that's all. Now you evaluate and simplify, just say the answer for me. You substitute the limit, you integrate, and here also you substitute and integrate. What's your answer? Can you? Can you give me the answer? So what is this? What is your answer? Able to follow or not? So if you substitute the upper limit, we have to substitute the limit for x. So you have to careful. You substitute the limit for x. So this is L by 2 sine n pi by L into L by 2. So this is n pi by 2. Okay. So 4k by L square, 4k by L square into within bracket we are having L by 2. Again already we are having one L by n pi. So L square by 2 n pi. Okay. Into sine of, instead of x you have to put L by 2. Therefore n pi by 2. This is for the first value. And for lower limit, it is 0 into anything is 0. Therefore, only the first term alone. So, minus. Is it visible to you? So, here we have to find, I bring this L by n pi outside. Therefore, 4k by L n pi. Okay, 4k by L n pi. One LL will get cancel. So integral of sine is minus cos n pi x by L divided by n pi by L. The limit is 0 to L by 2. Okay. And for this, here also, when you substitute the upper limit L minus L is 0. Therefore, when you substitute the upper limit, the first term will be 0. And now you substitute the lower limit. So what is this? Outside you are having 4k by L square, and you bring this L by n pi also outside. Therefore, 4k by L n pi. 4k by L n pi. Okay. Into now you substitute L by 2 here. L minus L by 2 is 1 L by 2. And sine of n pi by 2. Okay. Now next one, minus 4k, 1L will get cancelled, therefore L and pi. Integral, so again there is a minus here, therefore minus of minus plus. Sin x is minus cos, so minus cos n pi by Lx by n pi by L, L by 2 to L. Okay. That's it. So the first term L squared will get cancelled. So this is 4k by 2 n pi sine of n pi by 2. Okay. Now here also we have to substitute, that is minus of minus plus 4k by L n pi. I bring this n pi by L to the numerator, therefore L by n pi. Okay. Into, now you substitute the limit. It is cos of n pi by 2 minus cos 0. Okay, I write cos 0 itself. Plus, what is this? 1 L cancel, 1 2 cancel. Here also 1 2 cancel, isn't it? So here 2k by n pi plus 2k by, here also n pi sin n pi by 2 plus 4k by L n pi, you take the reciprocal, L by n pi. I take this minus outside, therefore this is minus. Okay, plus into minus minus. Now you substitute the limit. Upper limit, you just substitute L. Okay, so this is cos n pi. Substituting the upper limit, it is cos n pi minus. Substituting the lower limit, it is cos n pi by 2, because n by 2, therefore n pi by 2. So, yes, any error? You are not able to visible, you are not seeing the board. Now what about now? Is it okay? Huh? Not okay. Now okay, okay. Then okay. Because it the board glared itself. Now you add the first and the third term. That is 2k n pi, 2k n pi. So it is 4k n pi, isn't it? 4k by n pi sine of n pi by 2. Okay, plus or minus. Here I can take 4k L by n. Oh, L will get cancelled. So 4k by, okay, this L cancel, n square pi square. So within bracket, the first term, that is in the second and fourth term, we are grouping. That is cos n pi by 2 Cos 0 is minus 1. Okay. And I have taken this plus outside. Therefore, this minus cos n pi plus cos n pi by 2. Okay. Is it okay now? Or I move the board a little bit here. Then it will be visible. That is equal to 4k by n pi sin n pi by 2 plus 4k by n square pi square. That is this cos n pi by 2 cos n pi by 2. So twice cos n pi by 2 minus 1 minus cos n pi. Is it okay? Or else I have made any mistake? I think it is okay. But this cannot be simplified, isn't it? Because cos n pi is minus 1 power n. But cos n pi by 2 is when, if it is odd, the value will be 0. If it is even, the value exists. Here, if it is even, it is 0 for sin n pi by 2. N is even, the value will be 0. If n is odd, the value exists. So, this is where an, isn't it? An. Therefore, what is f of x? That is a half range cosine series is a naught plus. What is our a naught k by phi f k by 2, isn't it? K by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity, the whole entire thing. That is 4k by n pi sin n pi by 2 plus 4k by n square pi square into twice cos n pi by 2 minus 1 minus 1 minus cos n into the whole thing into what is this cos n pi by n. So this is the half range cosine series or even periodic function. Similarly, next one is you have to find what is your Dn. And for this is odd periodic function. You have to check whether, but I didn't complete the problem on my own. Just now I am doing this problem on the board. If I have made any mistake, you just tell. Otherwise, okay. But in general, the 3 terms won't appear for the series expansion. That is my doubt. If it is okay, you continue. Okay. The next one, for odd periodic function, what is f of x? Sigma bn sine n pi by nx. Okay. Where n equal to 1 to infinity, where bn equal to 2 by l, 0 to l, f of x sine n pi by lx dx. So this is into 2, that is 2 by l, 0 to l by 2, f of x sine n pi by lx dx plus 2 by l by 2 to l f of x sine n pi by lx dx. Now you substitute in the range 0 to l by 2 what is f of x, and in the range l by 2 to l what is f of x. So this is equal to, it is not clear, I have written in a single line. So that is equal to 2 by l, 0 to l by 2, f of x is kx, isn't it? 2kx by l sine n pi by 2 l into x dx plus 2 by l by 2 to l, f of x is 2k by 2 into l minus x. And then here also l, I think. Okay. Sine of n pi by lx dx. Okay. That is equal to, the same manner for the first one, you just put a u equal to x. For the first integral, u equal to x, and dv is sine n pi by lx dx. So what is your du? Du is dx. What is your v? You integrate. So minus cos n pi by lx by n pi by. And for the second one, just u are not varying. U equal to l minus x, and du is minus x. Okay. Therefore, this is 2 by, I can take this 2 into 2, so 4k by l square. Okay. This is uv. Uv is x into minus cos n pi by lx by n pi by l. Okay, uv, limit is 0 to l by 2. Minus this 4k by l squared is common. Integral 0 to l by 2 b du, that is minus cos n pi by lx b into du is dx, plus for this again 4k by l square. This is with u is l minus x V is this one, minus cos n pi by Lx by n pi by L. So product, limit is L by 2 to L. Okay? And one more term is minus V dV. So minus minus 4k by L square integral L by 2 to L. V is minus cos n pi by 2 L x by n pi by L. This is V. du is minus 2x. Okay. So what you get? This is equal to, I can take minus outside 4k by L square into L by n pi. I bring this L by n pi outside. Now you substitute the upper limit. What is the upper limit? It is L by 2 cos n pi by 2 minus lower limit is 0. Okay. Minus, so minus of minus plus 4k by L square L by n pi. Now you integrate. Cos is sin n pi by Lx by n pi by L. 0 to n pi. Okay. Plus, here we have one minus here. So I take minus outside 4k by L square and L by n pi reciprocal. Now you substitute the limit. When you substitute the upper limit, it is 0. So minus. You substitute the lower limit, it is L by 2. I bring this n pi by L outside. Okay, therefore only the numerator. This is cos of n pi by 2. Okay. Minus the last term 4k by L square. Take L by n pi outside. Integral of, so minus of minus plus, there one minus, therefore it is minus. So integral of cos is sin n pi by Lx by n pi by L. Limit is L by 2 to L. Okay. So this is equal to this L square, numerator also L square, 1 to 2 will get cancelled. So minus 2k by n pi cos n pi by 2. Okay. So here again, what is this? Plus 4k by L n pi into, I bring this L by n pi outside. Now you substitute the limit. What is this? Sin of n pi by 2 minus sin 0 is 0. And here also one L cancel and this L also cancel. So minus of minus plus 2k by 2k by n pi cos n pi by 2 minus 1 L cancel, so 4k by L n pi into L by n pi into upper limit, when you substitute L, it is sin n pi. Sin n pi minus sin n pi by 2. So that is equal to minus 2k by n pi cos n pi by 2, LL cancel, plus 4k by n square pi square sin n pi by 2. Here also, and this will get cancelled, isn't it? So I can move it. So what you get? The first term and the third term will get cancelled. So this first term and the third term. Okay. And what you get? This is 4k by n square pi square sin of n pi by 2. So minus 4k by LL cancel, so n square pi square sin n pi. What is sin n pi? When n equal to 1, sin n pi is 0. When n equal to 2, again 0. Okay. Therefore, sin n pi is 0. So, minus 1. So, that is equal to 4k by n squared pi squared. Sin n pi also I can take outside. So, 1 plus 1 is equal to 8k by n square pi square sin n pi by 2. Therefore, what is your f of x? Therefore, the odd periodic function is sigma n equal to 1 to infinity. Bn is 8k by n square pi square sin n pi by 2 into sin of n pi by nx. Okay. Is it okay? So by this only I have suspect that whether I have made any mistake on the previous calculation, that is an. That's what I'm asking. It won't get to such 3 factors. So you just verify that an also. Okay. So what is f of x then here? This f of x series representation for this f is, that is f of x is equal to, it is sigma n equal to 1 to infinity 8k by, I can take 8k by pi square outside, isn't it? So 8k by pi square. When you put n equal to 1, what you get? When n equal to 1, sin pi by 2 is 1, isn't it? When n equal to 1, it is 1. Therefore, this term is sin pi x by 1 by 1 square sin of pi x by n plus or minus. When n equal to 2, it is 2 by 2 into sin pi. What is sin pi? It is 0. So, when n equal to 2, the term 0. When n equal to 3, it is plus 1 by 3 square plus sin of 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Okay. Therefore, it is minus. And sin 3 pi by Lx. Plus next one will be 1 by pi square sin 5 pi by Lx. Next one will be minus and so on. This is your what odd periodic extension of your given f of x. Here only the integral, it is not very big integral formula exists, just it is a what a simple formula, isn't it? So Alan, are you here? Alan Prince? Alan Prince is there or not? Just to switch on the mobile and they went. Huh? What about Anal there? Unsafe? Anadev unsafe? Anaga?
Present, ma'am.
Anadev
Present, ma'am.
present. Okay, okay.
Anaga present.
Okay, okay. So whether I want to talk to Alan Prince, but he is not there, I think. Oh, okay, next problem. Shall we go to the next problem? Find the half-range cosine series. Cosine series of f of x equal to x in 0, L. Deduce the sum of the series. One by 2 square is 1 by 3 power 1 by 1 power 4, 3 power 4, 5 power 4, plus up to infinity. So f of x is a0 plus sigma an cos n pi by nx n equal to 1 to infinity, where a0 is 1 by L integral 0 to L f of x dx. Just find what is a0. One by L integral 0 to L f of x is x dx. That is 1 by L. This is x square by 2. That is L by 2. That is L square by 2 into 1 by L. That is L by 2. X1 you find what is the an? An equal to 2 by L 0 to L f of x cos n pi by Lx dx. That is 2 by L 0 to L x into cos n pi by Lx dx. So here also you take x is equal to u equal to x and dv is cos n pi by Lx dx. So what is our du? Du is dx. That is what v sin n pi by Lx by n pi by. So you substitute uv minus integral vd. Okay. What's the value? 2 by L uv x into sin n pi by Lx by n pi by L 0 to n minus 2 by n into 0 to n sin n pi by nx by n pi by n dx. That is equal to 2 by n. Substitute the upper limit, what you get? I can take L by n pi outside, and by taking the upper limit, it is L into sin n pi, okay, just n pi. L will get cancelled, minus sin 0 is minus 2 by L by n pi, integral of sinus minus cos. So minus cos n pi by nx by n pi by L 0 to is equal to 2 by n pi L sin n. And what is sin n pi? What is sin n pi? Is 0. Okay. Minus 2 by n pi. So minus of minus plus L by n pi cos n pi, L cancel, minus cos 0. What you get? That is equal to 2L by n square pi square cos n pi is minus 1 power n minus 1. So this is A. Therefore, what is f of x? A naught is L by 2, isn't it? So L by 2 has sigma n equal to 1 to infinity 2L by n square pi square minus 1 power n minus 1 into cos of n pi by L. Okay. Then when you expand this, when n equal to 1, it is minus 1, that is minus 2. When n equal to 2, it is minus 1 square. Therefore, plus 1 minus 1, it is 0. Therefore, for even term, the term will be 0. That is, for when n is even, the term is 0. When n is odd, we get it is minus 2 into cos n pi by Lx. Okay. That is, we can write this as equal to L by 2 because we have to get the deduction, no, that's what I am writing. So I can take n equal to 1, 3, 5, etc. For odd terms, what is this? 2L by n square pi square minus 2 cos n pi by Lx. What is this? I can take minus 2 outside, the constant term outside. Therefore, minus 4 by pi square. 4L by pi square. Okay. Minus 4L by pi square sigma cos n pi by Lx. Is it okay? For n equal to, just you have to take odd terms alone. Minus 4L by pi square. And this is 1 by n square is missing. 1 by n square into cos of n pi by Lx. And this constant here. Now you have to find what is your What is your the summation? That is sum of the series 1 by 1 power 4 plus 3 power 4 like that. For that only we have to do that problem. That is, what is that? Here this is your A naught. Therefore the formula is A naught square. Okay, we just write. So I have rubbed the one and you didn't take or you didn't copy, no. So far the even series are the what half range cosine series or even periodic expansion or even periodic extension. Okay, if you are having f of x is equal to like that, what is your f of x? F of x equal to a naught plus sigma a n cos n pi by nx. If f of x is like this, then we have the property that integral 1 by L 0 to L f of x the whole square dx equal to, this is a naught square plus summation a n square. So 1 by 2 into a n square. That's it. So this is what I have some doubt, so I suddenly rubbed that. Okay, this is if f of x plus cosine series, then 1 by L into integral 0 to L f of x the whole square equal to this property. Here what is our an? Here what is our an? Better write that an alone. So this is our an, isn't it? So just to take the an square. So therefore 1 by L integral 0 to L, this is x squared. Since f of x is x, this is x squared dx equal to, what is a naught? Here it is L by 2, isn't it? Plus, this is your an. What is your an? An is, what is your an? This is minus 4L by n square pi square. Okay, this is your an. Is it okay? Minus 4L n square pi square. This is cos n pi x. Okay, you just verify this and this. You compare this equation with this. Therefore, what is your an? This is your an. If you take the square of that, what you get? This is 1 by 2 sigma. What is the square? Minus 4 L square. Minus 4L by n square pi square the whole square. So n is odd only. Okay. If you integrate this, what is this? 1 by L x cube by 3. 0 to equal to, okay, this is n square by 4 plus 1 by 2, and if we take the summation 135 etc. and 16 L square by n power 4 pi power 4. Okay. So if you substitute the limit, what is this? L cube by 3, isn't it? Equal to L square by 4 plus 1 by 2 summation 135 etc. n equal to odd values. 16 L square. So I can take 16 and the constant also. What are the constants here? 16 L square by 2 sigma 1 by n power 4. This 5 power 4 also constant. N equal to 135. Odd values. Okay. And throughout we have L square. So L square will, because here L cube denominator 1 L, therefore L cube will cancel. Therefore, this is 1 by 3 equal to 1 by 4 plus 16 by 2 pi power 4, that is 8 by, isn't it? 8 by 5 power 4, 8 by 5 power 4, sigma 1 by n power 4, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Sorry, n is odd, okay? Therefore, n equal to 1, 3, 5, etc. This is just n power 4. I bring this 1 by 4 here. So 8 by 5 power 4 sigma 1 by n power 4 n equal to 1, 3, etc. equal to 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. What is this? 1 by 12. So if we take LCM 12, so 4 minus 3 it is 1. So sigma n equal to 1, 3, 5, etc. 1 by n power 4 equal to 1 by 12. Take this to the reciprocal product. So 5 power 4 by 8. What is this? 5 power 4 by 96, isn't it? So here, if you expand this, what you get? N is odd. Okay, n is odd. Therefore, I can write this as sigma 1 by 2n minus 1 whole power 4, where n equal to 1 to infinity. Is it okay? You just check. Where n equal to 1, it is 1. When n equal to 2, it is 3. Isn't it? 4 minus 1, 3 and so on. So this is the required series. So if you expand, what you get? When n equal to 1, it is 1 by 1 power 4. When n equal to 2, it is 1 by 3 power 4. When n equal to 4, it is 3, it is, what do you get? 1 means it is 1, 2 means 3 means 6 minus 1, it is 5 power 4 plus etc. equal to 5 power 4 by 96. Therefore, the series value is 5 power 4 by 96. That's it. Okay. So similarly, we can find the half range sine series and we can reduce the sum series also. Okay. So next problem is also like this. So,
Can we get a break, ma'am?
you want break? Okay. How long you want?
5 minutes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. We carry on.